This meeting is being recorded.
Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you all to the Q2 and H1 FY25 post earnings conference call of Suyog Telematics Limited. Today on the call from the management we have with us Mr. Shiv Shankar Lature, Managing Director, Ms. Subhashita Lature, Whole-Time Director, Mr. Tushar Shah, Business Head India, Mr. Ajay Sharma, Chief Financial Officer, Mr. Suyash Lature, Business Development Manager, and Ms. Aarti, Company Secretary and Compliance Officer. As a disclaimer, I would like to inform all of you that this call may contain forward-looking statements which may involve risk and uncertainties. Also a reminder that this call is being recorded. I would now request the management to quickly run us through the presentation for the quarter, business and performance highlights, as well as the growth plan and vision for the coming year, post which we will open the floor for Q&A. Over to you.
Thank you, Vinay. Hi everyone. Our new presentation is aligned with our new attitude, which will be there for next few years in market. A new presentation also denotes the aggressiveness and passion which we are going to show in market for next 2, 3, 4 years. And now the way we have got the business opportunity, sky is the limit for us. Kamlesh, we can go to next slide. So before starting the presentation, I think for these are third or fourth quarterly call, I'll be more focused on what happened in Q2 and going forward rather than history of the company, because I believe all the investors are now more or less aware about the Suyog history. So this is what we have done in Q2. We have increased our tenancy by 102, where we have already started our bidding. 102 tenancy has been added. 80 new towers. Which means we have created 80 towers on which we have got 102 tenancy has been added in a billing system. Other than that, we have added 100 kilometers of fiber. Plus our 450 sites are ready for multiple operators, where we have received service order from mobile operators. And we have kept our site ready. As and when they get the material, they will accept it and our bidding will start. So at overall level, we have done 652 sites in Q2, which is a great launchpad for us to take a maximum share of a business opportunity in coming quarters. Like I always said, we have also started adding government sites. We have added 7 tenancies in government. And we will keep adding more in government category also. We can skip this. Skip all this management slide. So business overview, we can go next slide, Kamlesh. We can skip this also. Skip this also. Skip everything. So what we are go to the previous slide, Kamlesh. So we also want to update you about what we are doing in the operations and R&D. So we have created an entire in-house team which is maintaining my towers and fiber, which has improved our perception and our performance among the operator. We have improved uptime greatly, which is enabling us to get more and more repeat orders. We have also started replacing our VRLA battery with lithium battery, which gives us a better battery life and then cost-efficient batteries. Along with that, we are doing a lot of automation. We have completed our automation of warehouse management, vendor management. We are working on billing systems. We have created a network operating system from which we are able to monitor all the sites across India sitting in Bombay office. So we are also working in a big way on operation structure to have an absolute best uptime in market, which will ensure more and more repeat orders from all the operators to us. In terms of R&D, we have also started investing time and money both in R&D initiatives. Currently, we are working on multiple initiatives like windmill or you can say solar, where we are trying to reduce our electricity bill. If we are able to reduce our electricity bill with a good substantial amount, it will again give us edge over a competitor where we'll get more orders from operators. In terms of, we have also started working on initiatives in FTTH, like how can we do last mile of FTTH without laying a fiber cable? So trials are going on for multiple things. In terms of satellite, we are speaking with 2 or 3 satellite companies where we want to do trials on a last mile connectivity, which I have always said will be a complement business for us other than this tower business. So we are already discussing and we are on advanced stages to do trial. We have already spoken with some of the US-based battery companies, and in Q4 we are going to do trials of zinc battery, which will give the same efficiency of lithium, but it will be a much cost efficient. Since zinc is available in abundance, while lithium is a scarce resource. So we have already done some demos in office, and some trial on field will happen in Q4. So we are working on a lot of initiatives to improve operations along with cost and efficiency both. I think we'll skip one slide. So in terms, go to next slide. इसके बाद वाला slide कौन सा? Kamlesh? ठीक है. Go previous slide. So in terms of business opportunity, we are 100% sure we will deliver 5,000 tenancies in FY25 and same in FY26. We have enough business from Vodafone, BSNL. Airtel has started giving us upgrade and few sites are coming from Airtel. We are speaking Jio. And we have already done 600, 550, close to 550 sites in Q2. We have more than that sites already ready for Q3. And we have orders in hand to ensure that we add 5,000 tenancies in Q4. So we are going to achieve a target of 3,000 sites in FY25, 500, out of which 500 plus will be in Mumbai. And we are sure of achieving 10,000 tenancies in next 2 financial year, FY21 and FY26. In terms of way forward, like I said earlier, we are working on FTTH, we are working on fiber. We have added one more thing in our way forward is an inorganic growth. So inorganic growth is a very, very strategic decision which we have taken. So we are not going to go blindly in market and acquire any company. We have strategically decided 3 or 4 points on basis of which we'll select the company in market and we are going to acquire them. So first, most important point in inorganic growth is we are targeting a company who has an Airtel and Jio tenancy right now, which we want to target because we will get that tenancy readily. And over and above that, we will be able to add Airtel and Vodafone as an additional tenancy. So I can increase tenancy drastically if I'm able to get a company who has Airtel and Jio as a tenant, and Vodafone and Airtel I can bring as an additional tenancy on the same side. Second, we are targeting a regional growth. So we are focusing on a specific region like Delhi circle or circle in which we have not done much till now. So it gives me a straight away startup on day one that suppose I acquire a site in Delhi. Right now I have hardly any sites. On day one I will get 100 plus, 200 plus sites in Delhi. So entire acquisition of an company would be depending on the tenancies which they are having right now. What is a growth potential in that company? And second, how it will improve my geographical spread. So we, based on these 2 points, we are going to acquire a site and it will give me a great startup in a region where I don't have strong presence. We are already in the advanced stages of, we have identified a company, 4 or 5 companies, we are in the advanced stages of a negotiation. So as and when we are able to acquire some company, it will give you notification on exchanges. In terms of BSNL, we are working, BSNL project is going absolutely in a great way. So we are, I think, one of the fastest IT company who has completed maximum sites for BSNL in Mumbai and other circles. As of now, we are the biggest company to deliver sites on IP model to BSNL, even much faster than any other competitor in market. Growth driver I have discussed multiple times, so I'll skip this. So we get more and more time for question and answers. In terms of financial highlights, we have shown Q2 results. I hope you all of you have seen the Q2 results. We have shown a 16.9% year-on-year growth on revenue, which is 477 billion. EBITDA has grown by 24.8%, which has reached 350 million. EBITDA percentage is 73.2, which is, I think, one of the best in recent time. Our net profit has reached 203 million, which is 24.7% growth year-on-year. Our net profit percentage is 42.5, which is much better than I think expected. And our EPS is now 34.40. In terms of quarterly financials statement, our revenue from operations was 477 million in Q2. Our total expenditure was 127 million. EBITDA has reached 349 million. PAT is 247 million, and profit after tax is 202 million. And we can skip this. So I think I'll end this presentation. We can open for Q&A sessions. So we have more time to answer the questions of the investors.
Sure. Thanks,
Thank you,
Tushar.
everyone.
We'll take the first question from the line of Darshil Pandya. Darshil, you can go ahead, please.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. Sir, my first question would be on, what is the capex spent for H1 FY25?
So we have done 65 crores ka capex in H1 till now.
And we will be doing, because I heard you saying 450 odd crores of capex will be required for FY25. So,
Right. So we will be doing another 400 crore plus capex by March.
okay, so the rest will be spending up in the H2, right?
Right.
Right, got it. Okay. And sir, the number of towers that we have added is 80 towers, right?
Arshil, I did not got. Can you repeat? I was not able to hear you.
Hello.
Yeah, Arshil.
Sir, what is the number of towers that we added in this fiscal?
In Q2, we have added 80 towers. Overall, we have added 100 plus towers.
100 plus towers.
Right.
Okay. And sir, on the electricity bill reduction, so just wanted to understand, the electricity bill is any which way, paid by the customer, if I'm not wrong.
Right.
So why are we taking the steps to, put up solar and wind turbines to?
So there are two things, Harshal. One is if I'm able to reduce the EB bill, my cash flow improves because my cash flow cycle is 2 to 3 months. So my cash flow will improve. And second, obviously, there are 3 or 4 big players in market with whom we are fighting. So if my EB bill is lower compared to my competitor, obviously the operator will more keen to give me business compared to my competitor.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a business edge which we want in market.
Correct. So that will eventually help us in the cash flow. That's what the main purpose is.
Right.
Okay. Sorry. And sir, by March we will be having 9,000 towers. That's what we have been guided, right?
In overall portfolio, yes, we'll have around 9,000 towers by March.
Okay. And majority of that revenue will be coming in from FY26.
Yes, we'll get a revenue from FY26.
Achha. And okay. So in this year, what we have just added is in this first half is 100 plus towers. Of that revenue, we have already started recognizing.
We have added 100 plus towers which has gone to our billing.
Tushar, your MTNL 500 sited also added, na?
वही बोला था मैं. So Harshit, what we have added is 102 towers for which billing has been started. Another 450 sites we have deployed, we have invested capex, and sites are ready. So as and when MTNL is getting the material, they will be integrating that site. So if you see from that perspective, overall we have added 600 plus sites in H1.
Okay, got it. I'll fall back in the queue, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Darshan, we'll take the next question from Naman Parmar. Naman, you can go ahead, please.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. So firstly, I wanted to understand out of the 80 tower you added in the first quarter, how much was the macro towers and small cell tower?
So out of that, 60 were macro tower and 20 was small cell tower.
Okay. And secondly, on the fiber side business, how big will be the opportunity on that side and what we are going to do on the FTTH?
So in terms of fiber, it's a huge opportunity. If you see in the scenario of 5G and 6G, fiber is a backbone of any network. So right now we are working with all the operators to lay aerial fiber. We are sure MTNL is going to open a tender of fiber right now. In terms of opportunity, Jio is around 75% sites on fiber. Airtel is around 55% of sites of fiber. Vodafone and MTNL are not even in picture in fiberization. And once they launch 6G, 5G, it's mandatory to have fiber on site. You cannot survive without fiber. So in terms of it's lakhs of kilometers of opportunity available in market for a fiberization of site, and will be one of the biggest players to lay fiber. In terms of FTTH, right now it's a stepping stone. We are taking small steps in FTTH, but going down the line, say 4 to 5 years, we'll have lakhs of home pass, and we are expecting a 15% of revenue will come from fiber and FTTH down the line 4 to 5 years. And it's a huge opportunity. FTTH will do wonders in an urban and semi-urban cities. And you want to grab that opportunity as and when market become mature enough for FTTH.
Okay. Yeah, that was very helpful. And lastly, on the, if you get a order from a VI or a BSNL, after getting an order, how much time you used to take to erect the tower?
If it's GBT side, we take around 30 days. If it's RTT side, we take 15 to 20 days.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for answering.
Thanks, Naman. Next question we will take from the line of Guddu Singh Rajput. Guddu Singh, you can go ahead, please.
Thank you for the opportunity, sir. First of all, I want to congratulate for the good numbers, sir. And my question is...
Guddu, you're not audible. Can you maybe keep your speaker away or something?
Sir, am I audible now?
Yeah, you're audible now.
Sir, actually, I want to ask regarding BSNL orders, sir. Actually, we have been talking from past 2 PPTs that there have been a big allotment by the government, that is 89,000 crores for the BSNL rollout. Then I want to just know that what amount and what percentage of orders we are getting from BSNL. We are erecting towers, but I just wanted you to please quantify the numbers that what number of towers we are making for BSNL and what revenue we are going to generate from the BSNL part, because the revenue part, sir, if we see then from the past quarters also it is same actually. BSNL revenue is not increasing.
No, Guddu, first thing, it's an ongoing business. We'll keep adding towers for BSNL on month-on-month basis. It's not that we'll limit to certain number. In terms of order, we already have more than 2,500-3,000 towers reached from BSNL, which want to erect from them. In terms of revenue, but obviously I'll not spell the exact number what we are targeting, but I've always said in my presentation that we are targeting around 2,500-3,000 towers of BSNL in FY25 and same in FY26. In terms of revenue, the revenue is same for all the operator. Per site, my average revenue is same for all the operator. It's very easy to calculate. So right now it's not increasing because we started rolling out tower for BSNL only from the month of September and October. So actual benefit in terms of revenue, you're only able to see in FY26. See, because it's 1 or 2 month revenue will not change the overall percentage right now. But in FY26, there will be a drastic change in percentage of revenue from BSNL.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. And actually, I want to give a follow-up question, same, sir. You have just told to the last man that you takes only 15 to 20 days for erecting that tower. That period is taking you all take the clearances, and what is your process for that tower which you gave in PPT? You take only 15 to 20 days to follow all that and erect the tower, or it is the time for only just after getting all the clearance to put that tower?
So in terms of clearance, we do parallel work. So for actual service order to RFI, it's 15 to around 20 days for RTT and around 30 days for JBT. Before service order, there are a lot of process like survey, which happens at operator end, site acquisition, all that are separate. This is an after getting order, which is after getting service order, we take 20 days for RTT and 30 days for JBT.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. I'll go in the queue. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Guddu Singh. We'll take the next question from Deepak Podar. Deepak, you can go ahead, please.
Audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Okay. Thank you very much for this opportunity. So just first up, just a data keeping question. So what's the average revenue per tower we get on an average per annum?
It should be around 35,000, but it will vary from circle to circle. Bombay revenue can be around 40-45. Rest of India can be around 25-27,000. But on an average, it should be 35 to 40,000. The revenue per tower per month.
35 to 40,000 per month. Right.
Right.
Okay, understood. And you had mentioned that our tenancies target for FY25 end is about 9,000, right?
Right.
And what about FY26?
Same. Another 5,000 addition. So by FY26 end, we should have a 15,000 tenancy in our portfolio.
15,000 tenancies, right? And that will also be back-ended, or will it be, I mean, the similar, the trend that we have seen this year, because you started only in September, October, your majority of this incremental towers will be coming in the second half. So how should we see this spread or trajectory over FY26? Will it be phased over the entire year, or will it be second half heavy?
FY26 should be over the entire year. Only thing Q2 can be a little bit slower because of rainy seasons and everything. Otherwise, it should be same for Q1. Obviously, Q3 and Q4 will be more aggressive, but Q1 will also be good, very good. Only Q2 can see a drop in numbers because of rainy season.
Yeah, because of the rainy season. And I mean, what is number of multiple tenancies per tower on an average?
Tower goes up to 4 tenancy, but my current average for macro tower is 1.8, and for small cell it's around 1.1.
1.8, okay, and 1.1 is for small cell, right? Okay. I think that's it from my side. All the way best. Thank you.
Okay, Deepak. We'll take the next question from Kunal Tokas. Kunal, you can go ahead, please.
Hello, am I audible?
Can you be a little bit louder?
What about now?
Yeah.
Okay. So my question is that a few years back there was talk of monetizing the telecom towers of BSNL, which I did not think go through. So is there any updates on that? Like how many towers the BSNL has, which it does not share with other tenants, which can potentially come into the market?
Well, can you just repeat again? I was not able to get you. What is your question?
My question is the monetization of BSNL's towers. There was talk some years back that the government is looking at monetizing BSNL's telecom towers, but there was not much progress on that, I think.
So, Kunal, two things. I think BSNL monetization has nothing to do with us because it's their tower. And second, I believe we are a little bit confused because they were talking of monetizing of their assets, which were other than tower. They have a lot of land assets, lots of building assets, which they are trying to monetize. And that, I think that's going on, but obviously we are not aware as we are not part of that. But as they're talking of monetization of assets and not tower, because tower they are themselves occupying it. And they are planning of monetizing their fiber assets also, which is going on. But we are not sure because nowhere we are linked to it. We want to sell our own tower rather than being participant in BSNL towers.
So what I was concerned with was that BSNL has many towers on which it is a single tenant, which is not shared with other people and which can come into the supply if they are monetized. Is that understanding wrong or?
So Kunal, we are trying to explore we keep trying to explore some new ideas. So one of the idea was that if we can, sync with BSNL and we can try to market their towers also and bring tenancy. But that's at a very initial stage. We are just exploring it. So nothing much on that part.
Sir, got it. And the next question would be, you gave us the tenancy ratio numbers for both GBT and small cell towers. Small cell you said was 1.1. And why is it so low compared to the other towers? Is it because of different positions that the telecoms are at with respect to 5G or 4G deployment?
No, can you again repeat? I was not able to hear you. Not clear.
The question relates to your tenancy ratio for small cell towers.
Right.
And why is it 1.1 when the other GBT ratio is 1.8?
So, the small cell came into picture only post launch of 5G. Initially, it was all macro sites. So even if you see right now, BSNL is not doing 5G. They are doing only macro because they are into 4G. So if you see effectively, small cell has been rolled out only by 3 operators, which is Airtel, Jio, and Vodafone. Vodafone has also started a few months back. So if you see, we were having only 2 operators, which was Airtel and Jio. So with 2 operators will not get 1.8 or 2 tenants in small cell, but yes, that 1.2 will see a sharp increase right now when BSNL and Vodafone both start rolling out small cell tower aggressively. Right now, we have only 3 customers. That tendency will gradually improve when all the 4 customers starts rolling out small cell tower. While macro was, rolled out from since years, and all operators are doing macro from many years now.
And I assume that more tendencies in the small cell tower will lead to the same jump in ROCE as compared to the macro towers.
Will lead to
the same jump in return on capital for the towers that we see in macro towers.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
That was all.
Thanks, Kunal. We'll take the next question from Saket Kapoor. Saket, you can unmute and go ahead, please.
Thank you, Vinay bhai. Namaskar, sir, and thank you for the opportunity. Firstly, sir, if you could provide us with the breakup of the 350 to 400 crore capex which you envisage for H2, sir.
Right. So, Saket, what we have declared is up to 350 crores ka preferential which we are doing. So, we are very sure of rolling out 5,000 towers in up to March. And this entire capex will be utilized by March. In terms of 350 crores capex, what we are right now planning is around 250 crores will be done with the investors, plus 100 crores ka will do warrant with the promoter. Promoters themselves are very keen in investing in the preferential issue because there is a huge growth in company and we have a lot of business available in market. So 250 crores from investor, 100 crores from promoter. And in terms of utilization, most of them will be go in an organic growth. Plus an inorganic growth, we are planning very strategically. Like inorganic growth, we are planning in a circles where we are not very strong and we want to improve our presence in inorganic growth. Plus only for a companies which has an Airtel and Jio tenancy and where we can bring additional tenancy of Airtel and Vodafone. So this entire preferential, this entire rollout, we are planning to utilize by amount we are planning to utilize by March. This will also help us in next year capex because with the 250 crores, 350 crore ka preferential, we will be in a much better position to go for an additional debt which will be required for next year huge rollout because right now our rollout plans are very huge and this money would not be enough to cater to my entire capex plan which is around 800 to 1000 crores. But if I'm able to invest this 350 crores by March, it will give me a absolutely, a great portfolio to get another debt and with the more debt. And obviously, the promoter will get conversion in next year. Plus, with our internal accrual, would be able to also roll out our next year capex of 5,000 sites.
Right, sir. So you were speaking about fiberization of towers and then laying of fibers. So if you could just explain us the scope of work in terms of you speaking about the same.
See, every tower will need fiber once 5G is completely rolled out in India and with the new technology like 6G and 7G. So if you see, every tower needs around 500 or 700 meters of last mile connectivity on fiber. As of now, Airtel Jio is around, say, 2 lakh tower, out of which only it's around 1 lakh 70 towers are fiberized. Around 35,000 of Jio are non-fiberized. Airtel will have same number of tower, out of which only 50% are fiberized. So another 1 lakh tower of Airtel. Vodafone and MTN don't have any fiberized, big number of fiberized tower. So on an average, around 2.5 lakh tower, plus an upcoming towers of say another 2 lakhs, which will need fiberization of tower. So just calculate the opportunity in market. 3.5, 4 lakhs tower into 500 meter which is an opportunity, business opportunity in market. It's up to us with the financials which we have, what maximum share we can take out of it.
So we will be sourcing OFCs from the OFC player and laying it up. That is the EPC work we will be doing.
Oh, it would not be EPC. It would be sourcing fiber from the manufacturer. We would be giving it to mobile operators on an IP1 model where we'll be laying the fiber and maintaining the fiber. So it will be a recurring model like IP1. What we are doing for tower same. We only do IP1 model. We don't do EPC work anymore.
Sir, come again, please.
So it would not be an EPC model. We would be sourcing fiber from the manufacturer. We'll lay our own fiber into the asset and we'll also maintain it for operator. So it would be an IP1 model where we'll get a monthly revenue from operator for last mile connectivity.
So it will be the dark fiber we will be holding. It will be the dark fiber, the duct and the dark fiber which will hold under the IP1 asset.
Yes,
and
yes.
As per the network requirement, we will lead the same.
Right.
Okay, so there are other players also in the same domain. Who are? Can you name?
You can say Dinesh Engineering is one of the player. So one of the bigger competitors will be Dinesh Engineering. Then there are a few more like SAR is I think doing some fiber. Then there is Pune. So let's see. But market is very big enough. We can accommodate easily 8 to 10 players also. It's that big enough.
Okay, we have also heard IP1 asset of Vindhya Tele being also on block. They were also looking to monetize, and I think so. They have 50,000 route kilometers of asset under IP1.
Right, but as of now, we really don't want existing fiber network because they are not being maintained properly and rectification take huge amount. So what we are planning to do is layer new last mile connectivity as per the towers. So we're working on a new routes and as per the new last mile connectivity for all the towers.
So two small points, sir. As we have seen that BharatNet 3 financial bids have opened up. So what is Suyog Telematics TAM in this, or what kind of work can we garner from this project from BharatNet?
We are not participating in BharatNet as of now, because more or less they were first thing they want to lay an exit. First criteria of tenders, they will have to repair their existing fiber network. Second, they have to maintain. In the current condition of fiber of BharatNet are in not good shape. Second, we are very keen on going with a fresh route rather than existing route. So we are not very keen on BharatNet as of now. And we have not participated in any of the tenders of BharatNet till date.
Correct, sir. Sir, any comment on your trade receivables? We find them at significantly high level. So, what are our receivable days?
And so basically, there are 2 points in trade receivable. One is an electricity trade receivables, which is an 3 months normal cycle. Problem is that electricity is not part of my top line, but it's part of my trade receivables. So you normally find a number of days which are higher. And it's actually not that number of days. Second, yes, there is some delay from Vodafone. So instead of monthly advances, we are getting money in around 90 days from Vodafone. So that's the second impact on trade receivables.
Correct, sir. Sir, I'll join the queue, sir. Thank you, sir, and all the best.
Saket, we'll take the next question from the line of Bhavya Doshi. Bhavya, you can go ahead, please.
Hi, good afternoon. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah, congratulations on great set of number. I just had a question around the margin. So we've seen margin expansion this quarter, both on EBITDA and the net profit level. So is it a sustainable one? What is your guidance going forward? If you can give some bit of color on that, and is there a component of seasonality that we are seeing into it?
So it's a sustainable model throughout the year in terms of guidance. What we have been seeing all along right now that we'll do another 5,000 tenancies for FY25, 5,000 tenancies in FY26 with the same EBITDA percentage of around 70-75% and PAT of around 35%. So that will continue even for FY26 and going forward.
Okay, so additional capex which is going to come in, it's not going to weigh down on our margins, right? So we expect the margins to remain at this level.
Right, it will be at the same level. It will not weigh down our margins.
Okay, that's all. If I have anything, I'll join you. Thank you.
Thanks, Bhavya. We'll take the next question from Mahek Talati. Mahek, you can go ahead, please.
Hi, am I audible?
Yeah, Mahek, you're audible.
Yeah, so sir, first of all, some clarification. So you mentioned that we have added around 600 towers in this in H1, but if we check our PPT, so the calculation which I have done is close to 550 towers. So there's some discrepancy. Can you please clarify that?
So if you see what we have added in last H1 or Q2, Q2 itself is 550. If you see Q2, in Q2 you have compared a presentation from Q1 and Q2. So in Q2 we have added 102 tenancies and 450 towers are ready. So that makes to 550, and we had added another around 50 plus tenancy in Q1. So that's how it came to 600. And what I'm saying, 450 is only a number of towers. So with tenancy to be higher.
Okay, so we should see in terms of tenancies, correct? And
Right.
not in terms of, so the 5,000 tenancies which we are targeting in FY25, that is number of tenancies and not the number of towers, correct?
Right.
Okay. And sir, if you could give a number, order book breakup from VI and BSNL. So how many towers are we expecting in H2 for VI and for BSNL?
So Mike, basically order book is not fixed. It's keep changing every month. We keep additional loading every month. But what I can give you a lump sum visibility which we have as of now today, we have around 3,500 towers loaded by Vodafone and another 2,500 towers loaded by BSNL. That's in current visibility which keep adding month on month basis as and when we get a new requirement from operator.
So this 5,500 will be added in H2 FY25, right? Or this will go to FY26 as well?
So we are trying and we are 99% sure we'll add another 5,000 tenancy. So another 5,000 tenants will be added in H2.
Okay. And sir, you mentioned about the inorganic growth possibilities. So can you please clarify more on that? How many towers are we targeting, from which area, which circles? If you could clarify more on that, that would be very helpful. And what is the CapEx, means the total opportunity, means how much are we paying for that opportunity?
So see, first thing, 2 points I'll clarify again that how we are looking at inorganic growth. It's not in blind inorganic growth where you are going to go and acquire any company which is available in market. Most important, it has to be a company where I can bring Airtel and Vodafone as a tenant over there, so that my tenancy I can grow on that company rather than having a stable company or stagnant company. So a company which will have Airtel and Jio tenancy, and where we can see an opportunity that Vodafone and Airtel can come in as a tenant, will go for that company. Second, in terms of we are seeing a region, we want to go in a region where we are not strong right now. Because if I start a new circle right now, it will take me 6 months, 8 months, 1 year to stabilize that circle. If I go and acquire a company, I become stable from day one. So that's the 2 criteria to acquire any company. In terms of amount and quantity, I'll not be able to in a position to comment right now because we're in the advanced stages of negotiation. But yes, very soon you'll start receiving declaration from us which company you acquire at what price and everything, because that's anyways compulsory as per exchange rule. So you'll get all the updates as and when it's the right time. Right now we are in advanced stages. We have obviously identified multiple companies which we are eyeing in market. But
okay,
saying that whatever price I'm going to give that company, it will not impact the current percentage of my EBITDA PAT, will maintain the same ratio. So whatever capex I do, even in organic growth, we will be maintaining the capex percentage of EBITDA and PAT as it is.
Understood. And sir, last question was on the fiber opportunity. So you mentioned that there is a fiber opportunity of close to 2 lakh kilometers on an average from BSNL, VI and MTNL. So I wanted to understand what is the capex which you would be expecting from the fiberization opportunity and additional revenue on per month and per tenant basis, any ballpark number or something like that. And what would be the margin profile of that opportunity?
So again, without closing numbers, what I can share is we'll have the same margins in fiber business also. In terms of revenue, it will not be as high as tower revenue per site, but yes, margins would be same.
Okay, and how much are we targeting in that?
So we are planning to add another 5 lakh kilometer of fiber network in next 2 to 3 years.
Okay, understood. Thank you. That's it from my side.
Mike. We'll take the next question from the line of Varun Gia. Varun, you can go ahead, please.
Yeah, I have 2 questions. Firstly, on the receivable, what was the receivable days for the first half and where will it end for the full year? Because I've seen it is increasing. Is it because of Vodafone increasing share of revenues? And secondly, any plans to increase the debt in next year or this year?
So, see, I'll answer your second part. Yes, we'll be going for an additional debt in next financial year, because with the differential which we are doing in current year, we can get a good debt because of our better equity ratio, and we have huge plans for capex rollout. So current differential amount will not suffice to my capex requirement. We'll going for a debt to, to roll out our next year capex. In terms of trade receivable, as I said earlier, Vodafone, yes, Vodafone is impacting us slightly on trade receivable, where instead of monthly advance, they're paying me 90 days, after 90 days. So that's impacting my trade receivable. Along with that, the number of days is not the actual number of days what you are seeing, because it also has an part of an electricity debt, which we are supposed to recover from operator, which is not part of my top line.
Okay. And out of this 350 crores, how much would be used for inorganic, if you can give an idea?
See, right now we are working on an inorganic growth. So I can't give you the exact value, but it will substantial revenue will go on an organic growth. It will not be as substantial as organic growth. My focus will always be an organic growth. So most of the portion will go for organic growth, and whatever best we can do in inorganic growth, we'll do it.
And lastly, there are no issues in payment from Vodafone, right?
No issues in payment from Vodafone.
Okay. Thank you.
Varun. We'll take the next question from the line of Chandan Mishra. Chandan, you can go ahead, please.
Good afternoon, sir. First of all, congratulations on good set of numbers, sir. As per sir, your current PPT, you are saying that strategically pursuing acquisition to enhance next-gen connectivity solution and expand portfolio. My question is, sir, what acquisitions you are eyeing for and how much inorganic growth we can expect from it?
So Darshan, again, in terms of acquisition, we are eyeing for a company where we can improve the tenancy from Vodafone and Airtel. So we are eyeing any company which has an Airtel and Jio as a tenant. Second, we are looking for a company in the circles where we are not strong enough. See, where I am able to do organic growth easily, I'll continue with organic growth. For those, there are few circles across India where I am not that strong. In that circles, we are eyeing a company. In terms of numbers, we are in advanced stages with multiple companies. So as of now, I can't reveal any number. But yes, very soon we'll start getting declaration if we're able to close any company.
Do we expect, sir, to complete this acquisition by next quarter end?
Can you repeat?
Sir, do we expect this type of any acquisition in next quarter end?
Yes, most likely, yes.
Okay, sure, sir. My next question is, sir, if you give some insight on order book in hand in terms of towers and what's its timeline?
So like I said, we are planning to add another 4,500 tenancies in H2. We already have more than that as an order book. We have around 3,000 plus, 3,500 plus towers from Vodafone, 2,500 plus list from BSNL. So in H2, we are going to add 4,500 tenancies.
Okay, thank you, sir. Best of luck for future, sir.
Chandan. We'll take the next question from Raj Sharaf. Raj, you can go ahead, please.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you're audible.
Yes, you are audible.
Sir, very good afternoon, sir. Our peer is big in size, sir, but having low margin compared to us. So what we are doing different from our peer? This quarter PAT margin is 38%. You are guiding for 35% going forward.
Raj, can you repeat?
Sir, 1 minute. This is what trend you have seen from our company. Our CFO is also there. The 70% EBITDA in between 65 to 70, and margin is net profit in between 25 to 30. This is the track record of Suyog from last 4 to 5 years. That the same model we want to go ahead. And the agreements, if you see in the all the operator are in a similar manner. So this model is very similar for everything.
Okay. Sir, you have mentioned in one of the investors meet in September this year that we'll do more than what we have guided for FY26, that is 320 crore organically. So
Yeah.
please, if the companies are getting any ballpark number going forward for FY25 and 26, keeping inorganic growth and fiber opportunity in picture.
See, one thing is that when we are growing in 20, we are today speaking about 24, 25. Is it right? And the same rollout which has been backlog for this year will be continued to 25, 26. Okay. So the requirement and operators, what they have ordered the material to Ericsson, Nokia, accordingly their material receivable, another order of growth will be started. So it will be double what we are predicting for this year.
So, sir, any ballpark number for this year, sir?
What? Once again?
Sir, any revenue ballpark number for FY25?
Sir, revenue is the 24, 25 you are saying?
Yes, sir.
Sharmaji, let the answer.
Revenue for 24-25 प्रोजेक्शन देना अब जो मेरे क्वार्टर बेसिस से देख सकते हैं परसेंटेज वाइज अराउंड 30% का ग्रोथ होगा अपना इस साल.
And sir, now we are targeting inorganic opportunity which is going to finalize within quarter. You said the last part.
मैन इम्पैक्ट आपको नेक्स्ट ईयर मिलेगा 25-26 के अंदर. 25 के अंदर जो इम्पैक्ट आएगा वो थोड़ा शॉर्टर है.
No, yes, sir. Yes, sir. That I got, sir. But the long-term guidance of FY26 is 320 crore when the inorganic opportunity was not in picture. So now we are very ahead in acquiring the company. So this 320 crore guidance, what you have to say about this, sir?
Shall you repeat again? We're not able to understand your question.
Sir, the 320 crore guidance of FY26 was there when the inorganic opportunity was not in picture. So now when we are ahead with this inorganic opportunity, what is our ballpark figure for FY26?
As of now, we'll keep the same guidance. Since we have not completed any inorganic growth, we are eyeing multiple opportunity. So once something get materialized, then only we'll change our guidance. Currently, we'll keep the same guidance of 320 crores. But so 320 is something which we are working on right now, and nothing has been closed right now. So let's wait and watch for that.
Then sir, 320 crore guidance is organic guidance, sir.
What?
This 320 crore guidance is organic.
Right, organic.
Yes, sir. And sir, the capex requirement for single tower is, sir?
Around 10 lakhs weighted average. Between all different types of tower, it's 10 lakhs as a weighted average.
So entire 350 crore which is being raised is for this only capex requirement, sir?
Yeah, entire amount will go in capex.
Capex. So sir, for inorganic opportunity, sir, what will be our funding?
We'll have to go to the next question because other people were waiting.
Yeah, okay, thank you. You join the queue back.
We'll go to Saket Kapoor. Saket, please go ahead.
One point you mentioned that the cable requirement for the industry as a whole would be 5 lakh kilometer. You mentioned some figure.
It would be much more than that because 2 lakhs are the tower count. If you see with new tower, it was 3 lakh tower, and you need minimum 500 to 700 meters per tower. So overall industry it would be 15-20 lakhs fiber requirement in next 2, 3, 4 years.
That is fiber cable requirement. OFC.
Fiber cable.
Okay, because the fiber is OF and OFC. So I just got confused here. You are speaking about OFC requirement for 5 lakh kilometer plus. That is all pertaining to when we are going ahead with 5G and 6G. That is what that and sir, here also this is on the basis of the existing tower and the new towers which will be set over a period of time.
Right.
Fiberization of both.
Right.
And the scope of work is only limited to the last mile connectivity which you just spoke.
Right.
When the
we are in only last mile connectivity right now as a business.
Okay, sir. Then, sir, when you speak about IP1 asset being under your portfolio, how will that asset be created when only last mile connectivity is your scope of work? in last miles connectivity, how can IP1 asset be created? I'm just missing that connection, sir.
So again, fiber, what will I lay for operator would be in my books as an asset, and I will sublease that fiber to multiple mobile operators. It's the same IP1 model, and under IP1 license we are allowed to lay dark fiber.
सर लेकिन ये तो सिर्फ कनेक्टिविटी बूस्ट करने के लिए, नया नेटवर्क तो नहीं डल रहा है ना सर?
Right. So see, IP1 has multiple, and one is new tower, second is sharing site, third is upgrade, fourth is fiber. So everything is not linked to an additional tower. There are multiple verticals, there are multiple revenue stream, and one of these stream would be fiber.
ठीक है सर, I will take offline अगर जो नहीं समझ में आया. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Saket. We'll take the next question from the line of Deepak Pandey. Deepak, you can go ahead, please.
Good afternoon, Tushar ji. Congratulations on a good set.
Thank you.
Sir, just want to understand 350 CR का जो preferential issue है, how long do you see, before we get the proceeds?
So first in 350 out of 350 crores, 250 we are eyeing from investor, then 100 up to around 100 crores promoter will himself invest. So we are seeking to complete this process by up to December.
Okay, and we have around sir 15 crores of cash in the balance sheet. Then we have around 3 months, I guess, 3 months to implement 350 CR of capex. Is that doable?
Yeah, 100% doable, because we are eyeing around 4,000 plus individual towers. So even if I am able to do 3,000 towers, then also I'm close to complete my entire amount.
Okay, understood. And for the capex figure for FY26, could you just throw some light on that?
Again, capex in FY26 should be around 400-450 crores, out of which maximum will come from internal accruals. Because if I'm able to deliver 5,000 tenants in FY26, my internal accruals will be much higher in FY26, which will utilize. Second, we would be in a better position in terms of getting debts from multiple financial institutions. So 450-500 crores capex which are planned for FY26 would be mixture of and internal accruals plus debt.
And largely that would be debt, I guess.
It should be, let's see how it works out. But it would not be very high debt also, but majorly it will come from debt plus internal accruals.
And the last question from my end is, sir, what is the revenue split between Maharashtra and rest of India for Q2?
Around 50-55% was from Maharashtra, and balance 45% was from rest of India.
Understood, sir. Best of luck for the future, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Deepak. We'll take the next question from Darshil Pandya. Darshil, you can go ahead, please.
Thanks for the opportunity again. So just one question. I'd like to hear more from you with regards to Vodafone Idea. How are the developments now? Since last we talked, there were some developments already started. How are things now, and how are they?
Sure, I will tell you.
Business?
Sir, this is the VIL position. If you've seen the last year quarter result of Vodafone, their losses has been reduced by near about 1,100 crore. Okay? And in this our industry, the Vodafone Idea has already ordered for 4G and 5G for Nokia Siemens 50,000 small cell and full sites. So looking to the second round of investment is coming to VIL, and this quarter we have increased the profit because last our bad payment also came. So they are in a very good position. ARPU also increasing. Is it clear from Vodafone perspective?
Yes, it's clear. And just also wanted to understand on the strategy side, since last time I had a word with you, Tushar sir, you were saying that they have been getting very aggressive in rolling out.
Yes,
they are going aggressive.
They are going very aggressive market, and in most of these circles they have started a huge rollout.
Got it. All right, that's it. Thank you so much, and all the best.
Thank you, Darshan. We'll take the follow-up question from Mahek Talati. Mahek, you can go ahead, please.
For the opportunity again. Just one question. So just wanted to understand more on the accounting side. So we are not recording revenue from the electricity, but we are recording that in the trade receivable. So just wanted to understand how this accounting works.
महक सिंपली आप ऐसा समझिए, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी इज अ मेन कंपोनेंट फॉर टावर्स, और ये सब सर्विस है. सब सर्विस मैं प्रोवाइड कर रहा हूं केवल 3 ही आदमियों को, दैट वाज एयरटेल, बीएसएनएल और जियो, वोडाफोन. ये मतलब जो 4 कस्टमर तो मेरे फिक्स है, इनके अलावा कुछ है नहीं. तो अगर मैं इनसे रीइंबर्समेंट लेता हूँ, रीइंबर्समेंट जीएसटी के अंदर कंपाइल नहीं होता है, तो इसके ऊपर आप इनवॉइस रेज नहीं कर सकते. इसलिए ये डेबिट नोट के थ्रू रीइंबर्समेंट का इनकम आता है, जो हम मेन स्ट्रीम ऑफ रेवेन्यू के अंदर नहीं लेते.
ओके.
जितना हमारा इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बिल आता है उतना ही हम रीइंबर्समेंट ले रहे हैं, तो ये आमने सामने एक्सपेंस आउट हो जाता है.
ओके. तो सर फिर वांटेड टू अंडरस्टैंड इसमें से इलेक्ट्रिसिटी का पोर्शन कितना होगा? विल इट बी अ लार्जर पोर्शन? और
ये समझ लीजिए अप्रोक्सीमेटली 4 CR पर मंथ, अराउंड 4 CR मिनिमम पर मंथ मेरा रीइंबर्समेंट होता है, जो मुझे नेक्स्ट 90 डेज में आता है. वो पार्ट जो है मेरा बाय डिफॉल्ट डेटर्स में ऐड हो जाता है.
Okay, so out of the current trade receivables of 54 CR, 12 crores is from the trade electricity, correct?
Approximately 10 crores, yes.
Approximately 10 crores. Okay, understood. Thank you.
Mike, we'll take a follow-up question from Saket Kapoor. Saket, you can go ahead, please.
यस, वेरी शॉर्ट पॉइंट सर. जैसे हम अभी भी देख रहे हैं कि फाइबराइजेशन का जो कंसेप्ट है हमारे टेलकोस के लिए, दे आर नॉट स्पेंडिंग ऑन द सेम. व्हेन वी हियर एयरटेल का कमेंट्री भी सुनते हैं तो भी वो बोलते हैं कि वो सॉफ्ट है बिकॉज आरपूज मैच नहीं कर रहे हैं, उस प्रकार से इंक्रीज नहीं हुई है कि वो कैपेक्स प्रॉपर कर सकें, एंड दे हैव मोर अदर अपग्रेडेशन इन द नेटवर्क अदर देन फाइबराइजेशन. सो सर गोइंग अहेड, जैसे आपने कहा कि फाइबराइजेशन बैकबोन है फॉर implementation of 5G and 6G. तो how do you think the things will happen the way आप जैसा contemplate कर रहे हैं? Because over the year and over the past ऐसा precedent set नहीं हुआ है existing telcos का, जबकि उनका 5G rollout हो चुका है across the country. So आप जो ये thesis ले रहे हैं कि इतना business available है, उसका prognosis क्या है सर?
So Saket is absolutely right. Currently, they are not spending much on fiberization because of the monetization of existing capex what we have done. And actually, I always maintain on my call that the revenue from fiber and FTTH will start flowing down the line 3 to 4 years, and not in immediate 2 years. If you see my any presentation or any call, we have actually maintained that revenue from fiber and FTTH will only grow down the line 3 to 4 years. But
sir, 1 minute. Sir, ऐसा है कि जो भी टेलीकॉम इंडस्ट्री में रिवोल्यूशन होता है, उसमें पहले ऑर्डर आवर लेवल इज 3rd लेवल. फर्स्ट इज स्पेक्ट्रम अलॉटमेंट, सेकंड इज इक्विपमेंट ऑर्डर, एंड थर्ड इज इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर क्रिएटर. हमारा 3rd राउंड में यह ऑर्डर आने के बाद ही हुआ है, इसको डाउट करने का कोई सवाल ही नहीं है. एज एन एग्जाम्पल आई वॉन्ट टू टेल यू, BSNL हैज रोल आउट 50,000. तेजस के BSNL मेक इन इंडिया के साइड से बनाया हुआ है. 40,000 एग्जिस्टिंग साइड रोल आउट हुआ और 10,000 नया साइट रोल आउट हो रहा है. सो वॉट एवर फिगर्स इन आवर इंडस्ट्री आर कमिंग आर वेरी ऑनेस्टली इंडस्ट्री. डोंट डाउट ऑन दैट. ओके.
नहीं सर, मेरा प्रश्न इस कारण से था कि अभी OFC के प्राइसेस, OF के प्राइसेस हिस्टोरिकल लोज में है. इस समय भी अगर टेलकोस कैपेक्स नहीं कर रहे हैं तो when will they go ahead?
कौन बोला कैपेक्स नहीं कर रहे? सवाल ही गलत है आपका.
नहीं साहब, एयरटेल ने कमेंट्री में यही कहा है कि दे आर ऑन द स्लोअर साइड ऑन द कैपेक्स फ्रंट. दिस इज व्हाट
सर, लोअर साइड का मतलब ये है कि प्रीवियसली जो हो चुका है वो एंड कनेक्टिविटी हो रहा है. एंड कनेक्टिविटी जो है ना सर, वो उनका देखिए, फाइबराइजेशन दोनों एयरटेल और जियो बहुत आगे है, BSNL और वोडाफोन पीछे चल रहे हैं. तो कैचअप देम, दे आर टेलिंग द कंपैरेटिवली देम देयर कैपेक्स इज लेस. दैट व्हाट ही वांट टू टेल.
ठीक है सर, ऑल द गुड सर. फाइबराइजेशन होगा तो हमारा भी क्वालिटी ऑफ नेटवर्क इंप्रूव होगा. इनफैक्ट अभी तो
डेटा बहुत कम हो गया है.
बहुत कम हो जाएगा और आगे भी इन्वेस्टर्स के लिए भी अच्छा रहेगा सर. थैंक यू.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Sir, can you wind up now?
There are two more minutes.
Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Thanks, Saket. So we'll take last question from Mr. Raj Saraf. Raj, you can go ahead, please.
Audible, sir?
Yes.
You're audible.
Sir, listening to some other companies' conference call who are in optical fiber, so they are seeing the trend not catching up. So, sir, what is your view on the trend of optical fiber, sir?
Sir, fiber optical is a essential infrastructure in telecom. As good as tower, fiber. Who told, sir? Lot of order as Phonics and these all people have got. Even in UGO, 2 lakh kilometer BSNL has laid the fiber. 48. All the factories are full of orders. Nothing is less.
So, sir, we are catering to our market only, or are we looking to any export opportunity in fiber, sir?
Sir, we are looking, but still we are very busy in India, so we are not looking out of India.
Okay, so they might have, sir, they are seeing export slowdown in their commentary, sir. Okay, sir.
Export, I don't know. I can talk about India only, and what order and what I can deliver, that only I can speak.
So how far we are seeing this optical fiber going for us in
Sir, it is a fiber to home. FFTE is one another market. Last mile connectivity is second market, and third is IBS is also one another sector where fiber is requirement is there huge.
So, sir, our vision to scale up this, sir, how much percentage we can have in next 2-3 years? Sir?
Overall percentage, if you will see now, that is very, Suyog is capturing very 4-5% only comparatively to other market.
Right now, 5-4%, sir. So scaling, sir, scaling ahead.
Raj, we are trying around to connect 5 lakh home passes. Every home is one pass. So we are trying to connect 5 lakh home passes down the line 3 to 4 years. That's what the scalable market is, and that's what we are eyeing right now.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you very much from my side, sir. We are going very nicely ahead, sir. And I'm very optimistic about our future, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Raj, since this was the last question, now I hand over the call to Vinay, sir.
Thanks. Would the management like to give any closing comment before we end this call?
So further, I would like to thank all the investors who has taken time on a holiday to come and join an investor call. And I assure all the investors that whatever guidelines we have shared or committed, will 100% achieve it in next 2 years. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you to all the investors for joining on the call, and thank you to the management team for giving us their time. This brings us to the end of today's conference call. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone.